Hello, students. Welcome to our current affair class series. In this class, we will discuss important current affairs news related to any competitive exams. So, let's start our topic with our first day news. The first news is related to the defense or the space news. So, it is a space news. According to the news, the Peru and Slovenia signed the Artemis Accord for peaceful moon exploration. What is Artemis Accord? Basically, Artemis Accord was started by NASA. The major purpose of the Artemis Accord to basically form a space law that basically countries explore the space in a safe manner. So recently, Peru and Slovenia on May 30 signed NASA Artemis Accord, making them the latest in a rapid number of countries to join the US lead agreement on safe exploration of space. Clear? So basically, Artemis Accord established a framework for cooperation in civil exploration and peaceful use of Moon, Mars, and other astronomical objects as well as. So this basically accord was started by NASA in 13th of October 2020, and recently Peru became the 41st country and Slovakia became the 42nd country to sign this accord. Clear? So Artemis Accord basically it is a series of non-binding multilateral arrangement between the United States government and other government that elaborate on the norms expected to be followed in outer space. Clear? So this is the news that Peru and Slovenia became the 41st and 42nd country to sign the Artemis Accord. Next news is related to the banking and finance. Recently, Indian Bank opened up Nairobi office to boost East African trade. So Exim Bank refers to the Export Import Bank of India. So recently, Export Import Bank of India inaugurate its branch in the East Africa, Nairobi. So this branch is opens to boost the trade between India and East Africa as well as. So this branch is inaugurated its East African representative office in Nairobi, Kenya, aiming to expand Indian business footprint in the resource-rich and demographically young continent of East Africa. Clear? So the major purpose of these branches to boost trade between India and Africa. So let's move to our third news, which is related to the European Commission exclude Tanzania from conservative grants. So recently, basically, Tanzania is an African country, as we all know. So the European Commission has made a significant decisions regarding Tanzania eligibility for conservative grant under its Nature Africa initiative. The European Commission basically started a Nature Africa initiative. The major purpose of this Nature Africa initiative is to provide grants to the African countries to conserve the nature or natural sites. But due to some norms, Tanzania abolished some norms which is made by the European Commission. That's why European Commission decided to exclude Tanzania from conservative grants. Clear? Okay. So this is the news. Let's move to our next news. The next news is related to the state government news. So recently, Haryana government initiative for NRIs redress and investment cell. So in response of the need of non-residential Indian, which is known as NRI, the Haryana government established two specified cells to address their concern and facilitate investments. The two specific cell is established by Haryana government to readdress the concern of the NRIs who belongs to Haryana. So these cells are announced by Chief Minister Manohar Lal Khattar during the Pravasi Haryana Divas in 2017. So these two cells were when was these two cells announced? So that was announced in 2017, but at now in 2024 these two cells are inaugurated by Haryana government. Clear? And what are the major purpose of these two cells? To aim to streamline grievance resolution and investment process for NRIs. Clear? Okay. Let's move to our next news. The next news is related to the appointments. Recently, Raj Priya Singh appointed as the director in Department of Rural Development. So Raj Priya Singh is a former Indian Forest Service officer of 2010 batch, has been appointed as the director in the Department of Rural under the Ministry of Rural Development. His appointment follow a recommendation for central deputation by the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change and is governed by the Central Staffing Scheme known as CSS. So the news is very simple that who has been appointed in the Department of Rural Development? Raj Priya Singh has been appointed as the director in the Department of Rural Development. Clear? Okay. Let's move to our next news is related to the awards and basically honors. So recently, Vellan Subaiya named as the EY World Entrepreneur of the Year 2024. So who is Vellan Subaiya, who got the World Entrepreneur of the Year award for 2024? So Vellan Subaiya is an executive vice chairman of Tube Investment of India, or known as TII, and he is also the chairman of Chola Mandalam Investment and Finance Corporation Limited. So recently, he secured the prestigious EY World Entrepreneur of the Year Award 2024, marking the fourth time an entrepreneur from India has won the global title. So he's the fourth personality from India who won the global title. Clear? So you have to remember simply who has been awarded as the World Entrepreneur of the Year 2024. So Vellan Subaiya got this award for 2024, who is the vice chairman of Tube Investment of India. Done? Okay. Now let's move to the next news. Recently, RBI raised bulk fixed deposit limit to the 3 crore from Rs 2 crore. So previously the limit was set by RBI was 2 crore. So recently RBI increased the limit of bulk fixed deposit from 2 crore to 3 crore. The Reserve Bank of India, which was established in 1935 in Calcutta, and recently the headquarter of the Reserve Bank of India is in Mumbai, and the chairman is Shaktikant Das. It is a team of 5 members. The RBI has announced a revision in threshold for bulk fixed deposit, increasing the limit from 2 crore to 3 crore. So simply RBI has increased 1 crore extra in bulk fixed deposit. Clear? Okay. Now next news is related to the ranking news. So Moody maintain stable outlook on 3 Indian PSUs bank rating. So according to the Moody rating, Moody is a basically magazine or a finance organization which basically rank the bank or public or private sector bank. On Friday, I found the Bay rating on 3 Indian public sector bank, including Bank of Baroda, Canara Bank, and Punjab National Bank. So according to the Moody's or the rating agency, it maintained a stable outlook on the long-term rating of all 3 banks, citing improved credit metrics, strong profitability, and adequate liquidity buffers. Moody's also believe that Indian strong operating environment will continue to support their credit fundamental over next 12 to 18 months. Clear? So which 3 banks are including under Moody's maintaining stability outlook? The 3 Indian banks are Bank of Baroda, Canara Bank, and Punjab National Bank. Now, next news is IIT Kanpur Center of Excellence for UAV and DFI launch Udan. So it is very important who launched Udan. Basically, it is a drone project. It is launched by the IIT Kanpur with the collaboration of Center of Excellence for UAV and DFI. So recently, IIT Kanpur Center of Excellence of UAV and DFI has unveiled Udan, a pioneer drone startup accelerating initiative. So what is the major purpose of the Udan program? The aim of the Udan to empower emerging drone venture by offering them access to state-of-the-art facilities, expert mentorship, financial support, and tailored business development guidance, fostering rapid business growth as well as. Clear? So Udan is the initiative of IIT Kanpur, the Center of Excellence for UAV and DFI. Now, next news is also related to the space and the defense. ISRO give detail on Indo-French Trishna mission. So first you have to remember that Trishna mission is launched by India and French. The Indian Space Agency ISRO has announced a joint Indo-French infrared Earth observatory satellite mission Trishna. Now there is a full form of Trishna. Trishna refers to the thermal infrared imaging satellite for high resolution natural resource assessment. What is the purpose of Trishna? Basically, it is a Earth observatory satellite which basically round around the Earth in space. And the major purpose of Trishna is to monitor surface temperature and water management around the world. Clear? The Trishna thermal infrared imaging satellite for high resolution natural resource assessment, and the major purpose is to monitor surface temperature and water management, as well as it is a Earth observatory satellite mission launched by India and France. So it is a joint venture. Clear? Okay. So let's move to our next news. The next news is SEBI honor with Best Conduct of Business Regulatory Award by the Asian Banker. Okay. What is SEBI? SEBI is a Security and Exchange Board of India. It is a authorized body basically who control our stock market. So SEBI basically has been awarded the Asia Pacific region Best Conduct of Business Regulatory by Asian Banker. So you have to remember this award, Best Conduct of Business Regulatory Award, won by for Asian Pacific region, is won by SEBI Security and Exchange Board of India. The award was received by SEBI whole-time member Kamlesh Chandra Varshney at a ceremony held in Hong Kong. So this award was presented to SEBI in Hong Kong and received by SEBI whole-time member Kamlesh Chandra Varshney. Clear? Okay. Now, next news is related to the sports event. So recently, as we all know, French Open was conducted. So let's basically discuss the winner of the French Open. So here is the list of the French Open 2024 witnessed a thrill conclusion as young Spanish sensation Carlos Alcaraz emerged victory in the men's single finale. The men's single finals, who won the title of men's single final? The Carlos Alcaraz, who is a Spanish player. In Gruel 5-set battle against the formidable Alexander Jury, Alcaraz showcased his resilience and skill and conquered the German with a score line of 6-3, 2-6, 5-7, 6-1 and 6-2. So Carlos Alcaraz won the men's single French title and he belongs to the Spain. Clear? Okay. Next news is also related to the sports and events. Recently, Magnus Carlsen Ju Wengchen win Norway chess title. So the prestigious Norway chess tournament witnessed an electrifying conclusion as the regional world number one Magnus Carlsen H is named into the annal of chess history by claiming his sixth title. So this is the Magnus Carlsen sixth title. Sixth time he won Norway chess tournament. In a gripping final round, Carlos basically formidable Fabino Caruna in an intense Armageddon match solidify his dominance on the global stage. Clear? Next question is Bill Gates unveiled source code, a memoir revealing his remarkable journey. So Bill Gates recently launched a book known as Source Code, a memory revealing his remarkable journey. So you have to simply remember the name of the book and the personalities. So the source code is launched by or unveiled by Bill Gates. So who is Bill Gates? He is the Microsoft co-founder who has revealed plan to really release his highly anticipated memory titled Source Code My Beginning, set to hit the shelves on February 4, 2025. This literacy endeavor promised to offer an intimate glimpse into the life and experience that shaped one of the world's most influential tech. Clear? Okay. Now, next question is related to the day International Archive Day 2024. So every year on 9th of June, we do celebrate International Archive Day. So on the 9th of June, we commemorate International Archive Day, a day dedicated to raising awareness about the crucial role of records and archive in our society. So these repositories of knowledge serve as the guardian of our collective memory, safeguard the stories, event, and achievement that have shaped our past and continue to influence our present and future as well. As the International Archive Day, every year we do celebrate on 9th of June. Next question is also related to the day World Accreditation Day 2024. So on 9th of June, we also celebrate World Accreditation Day. So this day is basically established by the IAF, International Accreditation Forum, and the International Laboratory Accreditation Corporation. Clear? So the main purpose of this date is to celebrate or in improving various aspects of our lives, from consumer protection to society well-being, business operation, as well as the government regulations. Next question is related to the space aircraft or observatories. So recently, William Ender, who was the part of Apollo 8 mission, recently killed in a plane crash. The retired astronaut William Ender, one of the first three humans to orbit the moon, who captured the Earthrise photo from NASA under Apollo 8 mission, died on 7 June when the small plane he was piloting crashed in Washington state. So you have to simply remember that William Ender was one of the three humans who was the part of Apollo 8 mission. Clear? Next is recently, as we all know, that Lok Sabha election was conducted. So Priyanka Jarikholi, she became the youngest tribal woman to win in Lok Sabha election. So she belongs to the Congress nominee, and Minister Satish Jarikholi's daughter Priyanka Jarikholi has won from Chikodi, and she also defeated incumbent MP and BJP leader Anna Sahib Jole. And Priyanka Jarikholi became the youngest tribal woman to enter into parliament from an unreserved seat in Karnataka since independence. Clear? The youngest tribal woman who won Lok Sabha election, so Priyanka Jarikholi became the youngest tribal woman to won the Lok Sabha election. Next question is related to the budgetary basically topic. So recently, central government released 1.39 lakh crore to the states. So the center approved the disbursement of 1.39 lakh crore in tax devolution to the state from June, including an additional installment of accelerated development in the states. The major purpose of this fund to basically enable state government to enhance development and capital spending. Next question is India expand overseas port operation targeting Mongla port in Bangladesh. So first you have to remember that where is Mongla port? Mongla port is situated in the Bangladesh. So recently, to counter the China growing influence in the region, India set its sight on managing the Mongla port in Bangladesh. The following the succession of Chahabar port in Iran and Sitwe port in Myanmar. So India already basically developed Chahabar port and Sitwe port. So you have to remember where is Chahabar port. Chahabar port is in Iran and Sitwe port is in Myanmar. Now India aims to further strengthen its commercial and security interests by expanded its overseas port operation. And in this series, India also basically got the Mongla port. So India will develop Mongla port, which is situated in Bangladesh. Clear? Okay. Next is Portugal to use golden visa scheme to help migrant. So which country launched golden visa scheme? So recently Portugal launched golden visa scheme. What is golden visa scheme and what are the major purpose of this scheme? The Portugal plan to adapt its golden visa scheme to allow wealthy foreigners seeking residency right to invest in affordable housing for locals and accommodation for migrations as well as. Clear? So this is the golden visa through which Portugal allow wealthy foreigners who want to basically reside in Portugal. Next, French president dissolved parliament after European Union election defeat. So recently we all know that EU election was conducted. So in response to his party heavy loss in European Parliament election, French President Emmanuel Macron has dissolved the National Assembly and called for a snap parliamentary election. The far right reassemblement National secured a significant victory, winning 31.5% of the vote compared to Macron party, and the Macron party got only 15.2% votes. Clear? Okay. Next is recently Rajasthan government to invest Rs 100 crore in Maharana Pratap tourist circuit. So we all know that the Prime Chief Minister of the Rajasthan is Bhajan Lal Sharma. So recently Bhajan Lal Sharma has announced an ambitious plan to develop the Maharana Pratap tourist circuit with an investment of 100 crore. The Rajasthan government is spent 100 crore in Maharana Pratap tourism circuit to basically increase the tourism. This announcement was made on 8 June 2023 during the inauguration of Maharana Pratap Jayanti celebrated in Udaipur, where the 484th birthday of the legendary Maharana Pratap of Mewar was celebrated on 9th of June 2024 according to Hindu calendar. So how much amount does Haryana government invest in Maharana Pratap tourist circuit? 100 crore. Next is related to the appointment to recently Prem Singh Tamang sworn as a Sikkim chief minister. So we all know that recently the basically Prem Singh Tamang became the new chief minister of Sikkim, or again became the chief minister of Sikkim, and basically he took the oath in before of the governor of Sikkim, who is Lakshman Prasad Acharya in Gangtok. Clear? Next is question is also related to the appointment. So recently, Inderpal Singh Bindra appointed as CCI secretary. What is CCI? Competitional Commissioner of India. The Indian Revenue Service Officer Inderpal Singh Bindra will soon take charge as the secretary of the Competition Commission of India. Clear? And he will replace Anupma Anand. Next question is Bank of India acquires 6.1% stake in CCIL IFSC. So recently, Bank of India has acquired the 6.125% stake in the Clearing Corporation of India Limited, which is known as IFSC, for 6.125 crore. The major purpose of is this to enhance its strategical presence in Gift City IFSC. This existing reflect the banker committee to the growth and development of Gift City as global financial hub as well as. Clear? Okay. Next question is related to the finance also. Recently, SBI empower borrower with 2.03 crore in co-lending endeavor. So in a strategic move to broaden its lending outreach, the State Bank of India has teamed up with 23 non-banking financial companies, housing financial companies. Through this collaboration, SBI has sanctioned loan totally, which is around 2030 crore to over 2.79 lakh borrowers, as outlined in the bank latest annual report. So SBI basically recently released 2.30 crore for 2.79 lakh borrowers. Clear? So next news is related to the conference or international meeting. Recently, we all know that the 112 session of International Labour Conference was conducted, and recently Indian Triparty delegation led by the Secretary Labour and Empowerment Mrs. Sunita Davra. And this meeting was conducted in Geneva, Switzerland. So you have to remember that International Labour Conference 112 session, which was conducted in Geneva, Switzerland, basically led by Sumita Davra from India, or attended by Mrs. Sumita Davra. She is the Secretary of Labour and Empowerment. Clear? Next is recently Indian Army launched integrated generated monitoring control system known as Vidyut Rakshak. The Rakshak is launched by the Indian Army, and it was developed by Army Design Bureau, which is known as ADB, and launched by the Vice Chief Lieutenant General Upendra Dwivedi. Basically, it is a tech based innovation and integrated generating monitor which protect and control the army system, and which is also developed by Indian Army, launched by 5th of June. So Vidyut Rakshak launched by Army or Indian Army, and it is designed by Army Design Bureau. Clear? Next is aquaculture overtake wild fisheries for the first time according to the UN report. So the Food and Agriculture Organization, also known as FAO of the United Nations, released the State of World Fisheries and Aquaculture 2024. According to its report, it's providing a comprehensive analysis of global and regional state and trend in fisheries and aquaculture. It shows for the first time in 2024 that aquaculture production exceed fisheries. So this is very important that according to the UN report, the aquaculture production in 2024 overtake the fisheries production. Clear? So these are the today's important news we have discussed. Now let's quick revise the session what we have discussed. In this class, we have discussed our first news is that Peru and Slovenia became the 41st and 42nd country to sign the Artemis Accord. Then Indian Exim Bank opened his new branch in Nairobi, Kenya. European Commission recently excluded Tanzania from conservative grants. Now Haryana government launched 2 cells for NRIs to solve the issues related to the NRIs. Recently, Raj Priya Singh has been appointed as the Director of Department of Rural Development. We also discussed that Valian Subbiah got the World Entrepreneur of the Year 2024 award. RBI recently increased the limit of the bulk fixed deposit from 2 crore to 3 crore. Now, Moody maintain a stable outlook, include 3 Indian PSUs bank, including Bank of Baroda, Canara Bank, and Punjab National Bank. And the Udan project is launched by IT Kanpur Center of Excellence for UAV and DFI. And the major purpose of Udan is to basically increase the drone sector. Recently, Trishna mission was launched by Indo-French, basically combined together. So India and French launched Trishna mission. The SEBI honor with the best conduct of business regulatory award by the Asian banker. So Carlos Alcaraz won the men's single title in French Open 2024. Magnus Carlsen won Norway chess tournament. We also discussed that source code is revealed by Bill Gates. International Archive Day 9th of June and World Accreditation Day 9th of June. Recently, basically, William Ender died in a plane crash, who was the member of Apollo 8 mission. Priyanka Jarikoli, youngest tribal woman to win Lok Sabha election. Recently, Center released 1.39 lakh crore to the state for development. Indian expand or recently Indian basically targeting Mongla port or India developed Mongla port in Bangladesh. So, Golden Visa scheme was started by Portugal. French president dissolved parliament after European Union election defeat, where the party of the Emmanuel Macron got 15.2% votes. The Rajasthan government recently invest 100 crore in Maharana Pratap tourist circuit. We also discussed that Prem Singh Tamang sworn as the new chief minister of Sikkim, and Inderpal Bindra appointed as CCI secretary. Recently, Bank of India acquired 6.1% stake in CCIL IFSC. And SBI basically released 2.03 crore loan for 2.79 lakh borrowers. 112 session of International Labour Conference was basically attended by Mrs. Sumita Davra. And recently, Vidyut Rakshak was launched by Indian Army. And the last news is recently, basically, aquaculture production exceed the fisheries production according to UN report. So these are the important current affairs we have discussed. Now, I hope you like this session. Thank you.